Good morning, guys. Hope everyone see my screen. You can also hear me properly, right?
Yeah, bro, I'm seeing.
Okay. Yeah. So let's start this session, and so let's see. Okay, let's recap like what we have discussed earlier. And okay, we have created multiple applications, like 2 or 3 applications in the system. So for checking okay how they are behaving, and we have created some sort of tabs. And if I want to create a tab, I need to first create an S object, and then I have to create tab. Okay, without having S object, we cannot create tab, that we have seen, and we have created multiple S objects. Actually, okay, so those are the memory spaces within the Salesforce, and we have created those, and we have given some name. And when we create an S object, there is a mandatory field which is a type of either text or auto number, that also we have created. And then so we have created multiple custom fields, and we have also seen how to identify the standard field and custom field. Standard field you can directly access within okay direct API name itself without writing double underscore C. If you can see like anywhere double underscore C, that is a customized one. Either it is an object or it is a field. So anything okay which will be ending up with double underscore C, okay, that is a customized either field or object. Okay, I think as of now, okay, you are aware with all this terminology which we are talking about. You are aware with app, okay, tab, as object, fields, data, record, and we have also created some sort of data within the system. And what we have created hotel body 2 yesterday. And then in this hotel body 2, so we have created multiple tabs. We have given access to multiple tabs, campaign, account, contact, and we have also created some customized tab. So this is hotel staff for each hotel. Okay, so there is a transaction called staff, so that we identified and we have created as an S object. So this is the S object hotel staff which we created. And if I want to access that S object actually which holds within the database, okay, which is behind the scenes. But if I want to display that to a specific user, and I have to get that through a tab, okay, so then only like we can showcase that to user. So hotel staff, which is a tab, okay, so in this tab, so we can showcase the data, okay, through S object, and S object contains all those fields. So this is what we have discussed till now. So if you have like any queries, we can start with those queries first, and then we can move ahead. If you don't have any queries, like we can continue the sessions. But let me know like if you have any queries.
I have one query. So
Yeah.
Hotel Buddy 2 we created, yeah. So I mean before that Hotel Buddy 2, what is the step actually? How we will come to this page, Hotel Buddy 2 page?
Okay. So let's take.
Yeah, I'm clear. I am clear about the tab creation and S object creation. So yeah, as I missed few sessions, right? So just I
Yes,
want.
yes, yeah. You can go through all the sessions, like you will be aware everything, but yeah, no problem. So it is a simple one. Like actually, like you are feeling some tough in the navigations, right? You're just asking about navigation. So first, okay, we have to log into Salesforce first. Okay, either through login.salesforce.com, or we can also use test.salesforce.com. Okay, so there are like two URLs, major URLs. These are like common URLs. Okay, so test.salesforce.com. So if I log in this test.salesforce.com, so I can't log in because we have not created any account for this test.salesforce.com. So which is something called a sandbox. Okay, so when you're creating or when you're purchasing any license, we have to purchase the sandboxes. So right now we don't have sandbox. We have only production or developer or I could say. So which is a free edition. Free edition we are using. You have to log in with login.salesforce.com only. So this is the first step we need to remember. And when you are logging through login.salesforce.com, even okay, if you go to any interviews or any other stuff, like they can give either login.salesforce.com or test.salesforce.com. First, you have to try with login.salesforce.com. So if you are not able to open with the same username password, then immediately you have to try with test.salesforce.com. Maybe they can give okay for testing also, like whether you have worked for different environments or not. So if they want to test it, okay, you have to immediately log in to test.salesforce.com. Okay, so now you are clear. Okay, what is login.salesforce and login test.salesforce.com, right? Now, okay, we are using only login.salesforce.com. So within this login.salesforce.com, so I have okay username. So this is the username, and anyways, okay, I have saved it. So that is why like directly I'm logging into it. So this is the home page you can see here. So this is the base URL. We could say etecmos okay dash dev ed dot my dot salesforce.com, which is referring to your classic part. Okay, so we do have like two parts, right? Like classic and lightning modes. Okay, so right now we are with classic mode. So this is the basic URL you will be getting. This is the home page actually. So which is redirecting to home, home.jsp. Okay. So this is the page,
Yeah.
and immediately, okay, you will be logging into this page only. So no need to worry like where it will be redirecting. So whenever you log in, so it will be redirecting to here. Sometimes like what will happen, so sometimes when you're fresh, okay, so when you're creating first time, so by default, okay, they have redirected this to Lightning. Let's take, okay, you have created account today itself. Then, okay, so when you logged in, so immediately it will be taking to you this page. Okay, not the previous one which we are talking. So, okay, they have come up with Lightning also. So in that Lightning, so they have defaulted to Lightning page. Okay, you can see this view. But right now, okay, we are not discussing this. So anyways, like this is similar to same only, but navigation steps will be different. But okay, so what you have to do here, like when you come to this page, maybe, okay, have you come this page? Have you seen this page? When you
Yeah,
logged
yeah.
in?
Yesterday we clicked on the Lightning, switch to Lightning, then we observed this
Okay, yeah.
and switch to Salesforce Classic as
Yeah,
well.
like if you got this page, you have to just go to Salesforce Classic. And okay, when you just trying to access in any sandbox or production org, so basically you will be okay going through this mostly through Lightning only. We don't use Classic, but when we use Classic means this is like very something called fast. Okay, so which is a little fast, and we develop something, we will be using this. Okay,
Here I
develop.
have one point.
Yeah.
Here I have one query. So we logged in, and I mean directly it's redirected to Hotel Buddy dot no Hotel Buddy 2, right?
No,
So
no.
Hotel Buddy 2 we created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
So what is the default one? If Hotel Buddy 2 is not yet created, then what is the default one?
default one will be sales. I got your point
Yes.
now.
Okay.
Okay, so we have already opened it, right? So that is like the recent one we can see. So if you don't open this load Hotel Buddy or Hospital Me or Hotel Buddy, so if you have, let's take we have not created, then default will be sales. First time, okay, when you log in first time, so it will be default to either sales service. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so you can just go through like you can go to setup and directly you can create an application and then that can be displayed here. So if you provide profile level access. So if you don't provide
So here we'll
profile level,
create an app.
yeah, here only.
Okay.
From anywhere like you can create it, but okay, so this page you need to have and you have to click setup.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So and when you click setup, okay, now you can just access either, okay, if you're selecting again it, like you will be just getting the same page, but again it will be going to SaaS only. Okay, software as a service. So this is just SaaS page only, so you can't create anything here. Okay, so if you want to
Yeah.
create
Got
it
it.
again, when you are clicking any means like when you are switching to any application, it will be going as a SaaS only. Again you have to go to pass to build anything. Okay, so this is setup, and here like we can do all this stuff. And any other questions? Guys, okay, anyone having any other question? So how to create app? I think, okay, so most of you guys, like you are aware, right? Like how to create an app. So easily you can create, right? Apps, tabs also you can create. So before creating a tab, so you need to have a subject. You can also create a subject easily, right? If someone asks you, okay, create an subject with this name, so you can easily create it, right? So you just need to ask, okay, what is the default field? The first field we need to give either name or auto number. So that only you have to ask, and what is the format for auto number? So remaining all are same, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. So a subject you can create, and yeah, other people also like if you have any questions, like you can ask guys. So we are like moving ahead. So okay, after this, like mostly we won't touch these again. So that is why like I'm stressing more times. And you should not have any questions. Okay, what is record? What is data? After okay, so after like 3 or 4 days, or like during this course, you should not have any doubt related to what is data, what is field. So what is a subject? What is tab, app, record? Because this is the base structure. Okay, so this is the schema. So we have to define. Okay, when we are dealing in Salesforce, right? So specifically for Salesforce, this is this okay schema. And we do have like two parts basically. Like let me just quickly. This is something called model. Okay, so if I speak about model, so model can have okay, so two parts. Right. Okay. So one is like schema. The second part is like this part is something called okay schema. So the remaining part, okay, so we call it as data. So the okay, so first schema, like what and all comes under schema. So if you can see like okay, what like topics of which we have discussed till now. So we will also adding one by one. Okay, when we go okay, so deeper and deeper. So for now, okay, I'm just adding app which is one schema, so which we have created till now. And okay, so what is the other tab? Subject. It's an object, but okay, so we call that as object. Okay, and then field. So these are all okay comes under schema, but okay, when you talk about data, so that is not data is not a schema. Okay, so that is not ready-made one. So which will vary as per the business, right? So it can have like different data. So let's take okay, I'm dealing with any client called okay, so SBI is my client. Okay, so I can have like different users, and HDFC they can have like different users. Okay, so and TCS, like if they are dealing with any kind of okay, application, they can have like multiple users. And okay, Amazon, it can have like different type of users, right? So data can vary, but the schema will be same. Okay, if Amazon comes as like Amazon is asking okay some sort of creation of okay any kind of application related, or if they want to store data from Salesforce, they need to have this schema anyways, and the data will be different. Okay, so data it varies as per the client. Okay, so this is where like I can create like multiple records, and we have created multiple records also. If I want to create like same set of records, I can also create it like for the same object only, okay, for same object, or it's for a different object also. So I can create like same set of data. Okay, so let's take this consider this is only for a subject one. For this subject one, I have like same fields, and if I want to create another set of data, I can just simply create another set of data. Okay, so records, and we have created those records also, and I have asked some questions also yesterday. I guess okay, so someone like did any changes, like did identify anything. So we have created some sort of records also. These are the records. And yesterday, okay, in yesterday's session, like we have created Rajshekhar one record. Okay, and yeah, I can see like staff ID number also. Previously, we can't see. We can see only like staff hotel staff name and staff mobile. And but we didn't see this, right, like staff ID number. We have created in the system
Yeah,
three fields.
yesterday we edited actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the like issue like you found, and how you resolved it? Can you just brief me like so that it will be easier for others also?
In
What have
staff
you found?
mobile, correct. In the staff mobile, I just verified it in settings. What are the settings available? So in the staff mobile, there is a checkbox to enable it. Can you please click on the staff mobile properties?
Staff mobile.
Where that? Yeah, I mean staff mobile or staff name.
Okay. What should I do?
Edit.
Edit. Okay. Yeah.
No. Not like this. This data not. I mean, we can basically edit this particular variable. No, this what we'll say record field. Yeah, field.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is basically for UI purpose. Okay. So that is why like I'm saying again and again. Okay. So we should not confuse it. Okay. Here, like record is something which we can showcase to user. Okay. This contains only data, but the basic stuff, schema. Okay. If I want to change field, or if I want to change a subject, or if I want to change tab or app, so we need to go to schema level. Okay. Schema level means we have to go to setup. So if I go to setup, then okay, I can just go with like a subject. Type an object, and okay, so if you want to access like fields also, you directly can't access field, but you have to go with object only. Yeah. Now hotel staff, the object okay which we created. This is a custom object. Yeah. Now tell me staff ID number. Right? This is what you're saying. Are you talking
Yeah, you
about
can
this?
click on edit.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So this is schema.
Okay. So scroll down, please. Scroll down a little bit. So here, always require a value in this field in order to save a record. This one I checked.
Okay. Okay. So anyone like found any others, like any other solution? This is one solution exactly. Okay, I could say yes, and I appreciate it also, but yeah, so there is some issue here. Okay, let's discuss that. And like before that, anyone did any other change, or anyone identified anything like which Shiva, Salman, Krishna? Okay, so no problem. So anyways, okay, this way we can change it also. Anyways, we can see that is fine, but I don't require this, because with this what will happen. So yesterday also we discussed, if I put required at okay at this stage, okay, at this schema level, what will happen? So it will like it will be available for all profiles, okay, not only this profile. As of now, like we are with only system admin, right? Only I need access to system admin. But okay, if I select this, which is a required, right? So if I select this, like what will happen? So it will be available for all profiles instead of our profile. So it can also be seen for other profiles also. So with this, like what will happen? So let's take, okay, I'm using sales profile and you guys are using system admin profile. So for system admin profile, that's okay. But sales profile, I want to exclude them. Okay, they don't want this field. They don't want to use this field. So in that case, what will happen? They can also access this field. So that means, okay, so which is not a recommended approach we need to follow. But anyways, okay, you guys identified. So, and anyways, like we can see on the page. So I appreciate it, but okay, so this is not the way we have to go. So what is the way we have to go? So instead of, okay, selecting here, it will, okay, if you select here, like what will happen? So I told exactly. So, okay, it will be behaving like it will be available for all profiles. Means all users like which using that profile. So instead of that, like what we will be doing, let's, okay, remove this. And okay, I told like the basic access which will be coming from profile level, right? So we need to go to that profile first. Okay, so which profile? So which profile we are using? So which profile we are using? So we are using system administrator profile. So under this system admin profile, so I need to go to a specific object. Okay. So what is the object which we are checking for? Hotel staff, right? Check for hotel staff. Is it a custom object layout, which is a layout? Okay. So we don't want at layout level. So we want at field level security. Okay. So this is one more part. Okay, we will be dealing. But anyways, okay. So I want to go each, okay, by like in a real time scenario. So that is why, okay, we can understand more. So if I just explain like, okay, so this is this, then you can't understand anything. So if I go with, okay, so with some issues, then we will understand easily. That is where I'm just trying to, so focus based on each issue wise, okay. So I had one issue. Let's take, okay, this can be one ticket for you or one case for you when you deal, okay, in an office. So you have to go field level security first. You have to, okay, try for that field level security. You have to go this, okay, this is a custom object we have created. This is the custom object hotel staff we created, and within this, okay, item, you can see like custom, all custom objects only here. So these are all the standard objects. So you can see, okay, how many standard objects which are available in the system. You can just go to any profile, you can check, okay, how many objects which are created. These are all standard objects we have not created. Salesforce itself, okay, it has given to us. And the second part is, okay, custom field. So the, okay, custom objects, these are all the custom objects. If I want to control these custom object fields, their security, then I have to come here and I have to just click this, okay, hotel staff now. Okay, so in this hotel staff, so if you can see, what is the field? Hotel staff name, hotel staff ID. Okay, yeah. So this is also available. Someone given access here. Someone give access.
No, I did not try to give that access. Okay, still it is there in ID. Maybe we can delete or refresh.
I think someone tried here also, maybe some other guys. Okay, so this should not be here. Okay, so usually like what will happen, so at profile level you can't see this. So in that case, okay, what will happen, so this access is not available for this profile, definitely he can't see it. Okay, so if you just refresh this, now you can see, okay, we can't see that field, right? So what is happened, actually you have enabled it, right, like as a required. So after, okay, so changing the required, I guess it has come, or maybe other guys have updated it. Maybe, okay, the other guys like on, they are not on call. So maybe, okay, someone has updated this. So you can just, first you have to go to profile, okay? So whenever there is a problem, first you have to identify where is the problem, okay? The problem is where? The problem is at field level. The problem is at field level. So we have to go to at field level, at where? We have to go to that user first. And okay, so here like you can have one more question also, how I can identify for this user, what is the profile, right? How we can identify. So there can be one more question, right? Like, okay, in real time, like there can be multiple profiles, there can be multiple users. How I can identify the user profile? So how will identify? Okay, so first you need to go to that user. You can just identify. I have already showcased that, but anyways, okay, let me go it again. Okay, search for user. You can see users tab. Click on users. You can go which user we are talking about now. So if you want to check that also, you can just see here. Okay, so what is the username? eTechnos batch 21. So this is the user, and this user, like, what is the profile he is using? System administrator. Okay, so this, and you have to check like active also. If it is active, then only we can log in. Anyways, okay, this is the username we are using as of now, like sfdc21@etechnos.com. And okay, so this is the full name, and okay, this full name which will be displayed to that user. Let's take, okay, so I don't know that user, and then you can just say okay, check by and like whatever it is. Okay, so you can just see that name, and okay, against that username, so you can see the profile also. You can see the profile also. You can just click that profile simply. So there are like two ways. One is directly you can go to profile if you know the profile. So if you don't know the profile, then you can ask, okay, what is the user is affected? Okay, so who is affected? Okay, so with this change, so then okay, you can get the username. You can go to username. This is the second one. Okay, second option. So search for username and then check, okay, so what is the profile which is used, okay, for that specific user, and come here and you can just change all these levels. Okay, you can just change the layouts, access, or you can change, okay, custom layouts, access, or field level securities. Okay, and even like app level securities also for this profile. Let's take, okay, I don't want access to what is our object, sorry, what is our app? Hospital me. Okay, let's take, I don't want to give access to this hospital me for the system administrator. Then what will happen? So I just need to come here, edit this. I have to disable this simply. Okay, so the users like who are using this profile, they can't see, okay, these applications. They can't see this hotel buddy. They can't see this hospital me if I disable this, right? Simply. Likewise, you can just go tab settings also. If you don't want to, okay, showcase the tab elements, like we have seen that also with a use case, you can just try all these. Okay, so what you will be doing, so you will create one more object. Okay, so either in this account, maybe I guess, okay, we have created I guess like we have created almost all these objects within this, or you can just check it, or otherwise you can also create in your own org or in this org. So what you will be doing, so you will create patient info object or doctor object. So within this, you create some sort of fields with their data types. Anyways, okay, you know how to create those fields and everything. And then, okay, so either you can give access when you're while creating their field, or otherwise you don't create, okay, you don't give access at profile level. You check, okay, how it is behaving. When you're creating, let's take field, so it will be asking profile level access, right? So you don't give any access at profile level. You just check, okay, whether you are able to see that. And if you are not able to see that, then what you have to do, you have to go to that profile. You have to first select the user, and then you have to go to profile. And in that profile, whether that access is available or not, that you have to check. Okay, and then you can try in a different, like you can just remove it, or you can give access, edit access. Okay, you can try editing it also. You can give only read access. Okay, if you give like read access, like what is happening, that also you can check, right? So let's take, I have given only read access to this doctor name. Now I want to edit it. So will that be allowed? Will that be allowed? I have given only access.
Only read access.
Read access. Yeah, only read access.
Only read access means that will not allow to modify.
Yes. So we cannot modify. Like user cannot modify. Let's take. I have a requirement. Let's. I have. Okay. Let's take. I have a requirement. I want to give access. Let's. Anyways, so we will be creating this. Let's take this example. Okay. You create doctor. You create doctor object, and you create some fields. Okay. Doctor name and doctor number. So doctor. Okay. Anyways, give system administrator permission. These you need to do tomorrow. Like today after the call. Okay, so system admin permission, you okay, enable it with create, okay, comma edit. So both you can give, okay, create and edit. For this doctor, this is a object actually. Object also. So this is object like doctor object, so which is having like system administrator profile, and I need access for create and edit. And now this is field. Okay, so field level security, I need only read. Sorry, for this, like you can give edit. For this field level security, only read. Okay. So now I want to give only read access. Now you try with this. Okay, so okay, give one access that to one field as I edit one. So the second like read. So you try to edit this field. Okay, so whether it is allowed or not, you just let me know tomorrow. Okay, so I'm not like focusing much okay, on the same topic again and again. Okay, anyways, like it will be anyways, like it will be bored also. But okay, so we will go. Okay, so it's scenario wise, like you have to try this tomorrow, so that like you will be understanding more, and you can by this, okay, at least like if you try this, at least like you will be confident on how to check the profiles, okay, how to create profiles also, okay, or okay, how to check these permissions, okay, what will happen in the system. So those like you can understand, at least like if you try this. Try out this tomorrow. And okay, so how can I identify a profile? That okay, so you have to go to user and you can check that, and you have to try these also, like right? And now okay, what we will be doing. So I think okay, so these are clear, I guess. Okay, as of now, like you can okay, so I think you don't have any doubts. We are okay stretching like multiple times. For all these, we need to have access that we are controlling. As of now, like that we are controlling from profile, and we do have like other concepts also. Okay, we can control like in a different way also. Okay, that depends on the functionalities which are given by client. But right now, okay, we know we can control only from profile. Okay, so that you can that those activities like you can do as of now. Now what I'm trying to see, okay, let me just check how many objects like which we created within the system. Let me quickly check how many objects. Anyone having any doubt, any idea like how we create, how many objects which we created as of now? We have created certificate, we have created doctor, hospital room, hospital, hotel room, hotel staff, patient info, payment. Okay, we can't identify what exactly. So patient info is it there? Yeah, patient info is there. We have identified one application, okay, hospital business transactions, and here like the application name is hospital me. Okay, in this like what we have done, so we have identified what is this object. This is this object, patient info, and within this patient info, like what we have created, so we have created one standard and multiple custom fields. Okay, let me just quickly go and check, okay, how many fields we created. So this is a subject, this is a subject. Now I want to get, okay, so a subject's information, how I can go. So I want to query all the records, okay, with this subject. I want to query all the records. Record means you understand, right? Record means data. So now I want to query entire patient info records within this system. So how can I do that? So I have just shown you, but okay, anyways, like we deeply discuss that in future, but I just want to check how many records I have of now. Okay, as a developer, I'm talking. Okay, so you just need to write which query, select, and then from select from, this is the API name which we'll be using, right? Like patient info, just type, okay, so patient info, I'm just querying, okay. So you just execute, it will throw an error. So what is the error? Unknown error, parsing query. And what is the parsing? So, okay, the parsing means like it's something which will come with any syntactical error. Okay, so if you have like syntax error, so it will throw like parsing. Okay, parsing errors. So this parsing error, okay, what it is trying to say. So there is something which is missing. Okay, what is missing? If I want to access this S object, at least I need to have one field. At least I need to have one field. So what is that field? Either it is an ID. Right now I have not discussed ID. What is an ID? But okay, so on brief, okay, I can just explain. This is a unique identifier. Let me just give ID everywhere. Okay, for each object we will just have one ID, and we have created name. Are we sure? Like, do we have name field? Are we sure? Do we have name field? Yes, we do have name field, and it can have like different label also. But okay, we have to take only API name. So this is the API name. This is the standard field which we created, and yeah, we do have like so many custom fields. Okay, now I don't want all those. I just want only ID and name. Then in that case, I just need to click execute. So right now, okay, with this patient info, we don't have any records, right? So we don't have any records. It is just saying, okay, so 0 records. It is not also throwing any error, so which is just executing. Okay, so this is how you need to write. Select what is the first field you want to access, and okay, so comma, and then what is the second field? Like if you want to access the third field, you just need to put comma, and you just need to copy this patient in date from this object. Simply execute this. So again, okay, it is throwing 3, but you can see here, you just need to identify this one. Okay, so in this part, you can just see ID and name. In this part, you can see ID, name, and patient in date also. Likewise, okay, if you want to just check one more field, 1 or 2 or 3 more fields, okay, you just need to just copy paste. We will be doing only copy paste. Simple. So execute it, like you can see all these fields here. Okay, if you want to track, okay, which number of records like which have been created.